The number one reason I'm seeing a bunch of creators and influencers just hanging it up, just quitting altogether, is not because they're not making enough money, but simply the fact that they're trying to do everything themselves and they really don't have a sounding board to talk about the issues. I'm just thinking out loud. I've worked with a lot of creators, and in 2020, we just saw creators come out of nowhere. I was doing this before 2020. When 2020 happened, all the way to about 2023 and 2024, we saw creators talk about any and everything and were able to monetize it. But now that we're back to a state of normal, if you will, a lot of creators have gone by the wayside. Even some of my friends that were in this space of talking about tech products and tech gear, there really isn't that big of an audience of people that are looking for the latest camera to do their Zoom meeting for their work, for their job. There aren't as many people live streaming that once were, where I know even myself, I used to live stream a daily show or a weekly show rather every Monday night. I don't do that anymore. I want to get back into it. But what we're finding is that audiences and attention spans have just simply changed. And if you, as a creator, have not learned how to adapt and change and flow, you're probably going to be one of those ones that quits as well. But I want to help you in this video think about how you can actually sustain yourself and not give up because you actually do see what being a creator is capable of providing for you. Now, I'm not going to be talking about any creators by name specifically, but you know who they are. You follow creators that have hundreds of thousands of followers, if not millions of followers, and some of them I would just to say that they're not even monetized properly. I was literally watching an interview of a very popular TV radio syndicated show, and one of the hosts didn't even know that you could monetize from TikTok. Like, she has a huge audience, and she did not know she could monetize from TikTok. This is something that I'm very aware of, along with other platforms and different ways to do this. And if you don't know this information, then you're probably going to fail. So, how do you learn the information that is necessary to you? How do you not get overwhelmed in trying to learn everything, but you really only need the things that benefit you? Well, that's one of the reasons I've set up this community, the Creator Strong community. Now, it's brand new, so if you go to the description and you click and join, it is raw right now. But what I have found over almost a decade plus of helping creators and helping people with their tech and their gear is that being in a community that offers a roundtable, a discussion board, that is where the benefit comes from. I'm currently in a mastermind community. There's four of us total, just four. That's it, no more. And what this allows us to do is actually have real conversations about what's going on in the industry as a whole, and then also be sounding boards for opinions, be that thought on the other end when someone has an idea that they want to pursue. Is it something that I should pursue? Let me ask the people in my inner circle whether or not this is even a good idea, whether this is viable, whether they have seen this idea work already, or if they've seen this idea not work. By having a group of people that we can have real conversations with, it's allowing me to make the right steps forward, even with this channel and this group. Because every single week, one of the questions that comes up is, who are you really doing this for? Like, who is the person that you're talking to on the other side of the camera? Because if ultimately, if that answer changes from week to week, I'm probably doing the wrong thing. If I can't solidly come up every week or every day, essentially, and not have you guys on my mind, something is going to fail ultimately. So if you're looking for a place that you can like have real discussions and not just these, hey, I made $10,000 in a week video without understanding the context of that person actually having an audience or actually understanding the context of that person having a team behind them. It, as a new creator, as someone that's new to this industry that wants to make money online from creating content, you may hear the stories. Matter of fact, you will hear the stories, but you won't hear the reality of what goes on behind the scenes or what some of those missing elements were taken away that helps make the story more enticing, or some of those elements that were added in that make the story even more enticing, just to get to just for you to go to that next stage with them, whether as a follower, a subscriber, whatever that next stage might be. But if you understood what some of the real conversations that go on behind the scenes, I think you have a little bit more insight into what it takes to get to where that $100,000 brand deal is, or that person that has 1 million followers, what it actually looks like. And if you knew what it really took, maybe it was countless hours that someone put in because they had no family and they were just by themselves and they had the time. It would look a little bit different if you actually have a family. You can't just sacrifice all of your nights and your weekends and just sacrifice your family. I'm not about that. Like, I want to be able to be around when my daughter has a soccer game, or take my wife out to dinner when she wants to go. Like, there's a balance here, right? So if you follow me, you're going to we're not burning ourselves out doing this thing. We're going to do it systematically, strategically, and we're still able to win. We might not have $100,000 brand deal in 2 weeks, but we are more than capable of getting those type of offers, and I want to help you do that. So if you're interested in joining a community that allows you to have these real conversations every single week, make sure that you check out the link in the description. And I've got some other challenges that I want to do. I want to do another YouTube challenge. I've taught on YouTube almost every single year since the first year I've joined YouTube and was able to grow my channel, my main channel, from 0 to 20,000 plus subscribers in 1 calendar year. I definitely want to talk about the Amazon Influencer Program. I think it's the easiest program to start monetizing as a creator, even if you have no audience. So we'll be talking about that in the challenge coming up soon. And then there's also another challenge where I want to specifically talk about brand deals and sponsorships before we get into the holiday season, because now is that time to show up online and capitalize on our audiences and our brands, letting people know, hey, this is what we do, and this is how we can help serve a brand as well, because they connect to our audience. So look forward to seeing you guys in that community. It's raw. Don't beat me up yet, but I'm there for all my early people to take some suggestions on how we want to do this together and build that community out, because at the end of the day, this is about growing. This is about being stronger together, because together we are creator strong.